What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes, Roz here with See What Cause Blog. And today I'm here to talk about the new Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. That's right, your boy is Bizak doing the action flick, and the name of the movie is The Last Stand. I saw a advanced screening of it. And let me say, before I go into the whole review, I saw something at this theater. This was a advanced screening. Now, usually, you know, the comedians make the jokes about how black people talk to the screen and all that during the theater. I'm out here in one of the richest suburbs in the nation, right? And it wasn't a black person talking at the screen. It was a white woman. And she was just yelling like, "Hey, shoot him! Hey, Johnny, take off that stupid hat!" And all these types of stuff. And I'm like, I've never been to a theater where a white person talks to the movie. And so, I guess a black brother got a little bit tired of it. So the brother was like, "Shut up!" She shut up too. That brother was mad. I was mad too. I wasn't going to say that. I'm out of the suburbs, out of A. Unless I got on my mask or something, nobody know who I am. I ain't messing with no out in the suburbs. But that brother was brave. He told her to shut up, and she shut up. But anyway, here to talk about this movie, The Last Stand. I give this movie about a B. The first half, to me, is definitely the strongest because it's not your typical what you expect from an Arnold movie. To shoot them up, everybody shoot each other, you know, all the fake stuff like that. And I know y'all going to see it because of that. I'm not hating on that. It's just not my favorite type of movie. But what I liked about the beginning was the villains had like a well thought out plan. Basically, the villain escaped from police custody, so to speak, without giving away too much. And his way of escape and his getaway was like well planned out, well thought of. Didn't feel like, you know, like an action movie. It's like they like actually put some thought into it. So like, you know, you think of maybe like a Die Hard or something. It's not just, you know, just action be action, but it's just some, you know, a little plot to it. Arnold's character, he wasn't the typical Arnold all the way through as well. He had, you know, he was a sheriff, but he had sort of like some little detective skills. He showed a little smarts. So I like that as well. So like the first half was really balanced. They even had little sad, sentimental parts to make you feel for some of the certain characters. So that was good. The second half is what you expect. It's what y'all going to see this movie for. You know, Arnold with the one-liners. You know, shooting the bad guys, the shootouts and all this type of stuff. And then the showdown with the bad guy, you know, the typical stuff. It wasn't, I'm not saying it'd be bad, but I mean, it was pretty predictable. I mean, you knew it was going to happen. Violence-wise, I mean, if you want to see an action movie, I would say you would be pleased. I mean, it's some people that get popped in this movie. Not just in the shootouts, but they just, you know, there's some people in here that do some out cold killing of people. So if you're looking for that, I would say you will be satisfied. I also was pleased with the humor. It was a pretty funny movie. I mean, there was some nice one-liners, not just by Arnold. Arnold had some, but there was some nice one-liners by Arnold and, you know, various people in the movie. Stuff I didn't like. I know you're probably gonna kill me, but I'm not really a Johnny Knoxville, is that his name, fan? Never was into the Jack, you know what show, and he was just kind of corny. He kind of reminded me of the old movie Ernie, dude, like this real goofy guy. Like, it wasn't funny to me, and just all the goofy stuff. Fortunately, I mean, to me, he didn't have a real huge part. I thought it was like he was going to be like a major co-star, but he was in there, but he wasn't on screen like the most. Probably one of the most people on the screen outside of the villain would be your man Whitaker. He played a good part. I mean, you know Forrest Whitaker, he's a good actor. He played a very good part as an FBI detective. So yeah, he was very enjoyable. Only thing I don't like about Forrest Whitaker is when they did the close-ups. And if you know Forrest Whitaker, that eye, man, one eye looks normal, then the other eye look like it's on its own, like it's looking somewhere else, man. It's like, I don't need to see close-ups of that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Personally, if I was him, I would do like what Music Soul Child do. Rock the shades, brother. LL rock, you know, the LL Cool J rock the hat because his head don't look right. Brother, rock the shade. I don't need to see that eye, brother. You know, I'm glad. I hope that brother don't smoke no weed or nothing. Because one eye would look kind of closed up, then the other eye probably would never open up again. So, I mean, I can't take Laura's, you know, Forrest Whitaker, brother. The villain in here kind of one-dimensional. But he's cool. I like him. He's a good, you know, a good villain, even though that's an oxymoron. But anyway, Arnold, I mean, he does the one-liners. That's what, I mean, that's cool. But when he tries to talk, like in paragraphs or more than 3 sentences, like, what is this dude saying? I don't know what he's saying. It's not enjoyable. Just stick with the one-liners. Come with me if you want to live. You know, that type of stuff. Don't be trying to talk, because we don't know what you're talking about, brother. But anyway, man, I'll give this movie a B. You're looking for action. There's no sex in here. Just straight up killing. You're looking for some action. Your typical Arnold stuff. With a little bit of, like I said, it had a little bit of a plot to it. Check out The Last Stand. This is Proceed with Cause of Blood. Couple sucks on the mouth. Triples.